Here at the UNF Softball Complex as North Florida welcomes in top 10 Florida State. It's been a windy day as gusts coming strong out of the southwest. Seminoles are ready after a victory earlier today over Jacksonville University that wrapped up about 45 minutes ago. Rest of the infield stays the same for the home side. Torres. And this one finds its way past a diving Kelsey Vogel. And another base knock for Isa Torres. Just a magnificent. As this one, runner takes off and Torres will have herself second base. Now 6 of 7 on stolen base opportunity. Yesterday, first 4 innings against Western Michigan. As she was on fire, got the win and 7 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch, and there's a K for Allison Benning. She's been one of their hotter players, hitting just below 500. Scooped up, and the throw there made by Vogel. And so the ground out induced by Benning.
To the others as it is now, we've got a lot of upgrades here. So
over to third, it's Hadley Reichert, and the Ospreys able to get back-to-back ground balls. Torres with a single and a stolen base, but nothing comes across as we move to the bottom of the first. And she's been the igniter of this offense. This one over to first. Ross there plays it by herself. The Jacksonville native played at Trinity Christian not too far down the road from us. A great game yesterday. 3 for 3, a pair of runs. Beat out an infield single that was really the game changer. Gets jammed, and on the first pitch, and in comes Abe. Another 2-2. Caravaca just gets a piece, and that one, an easy ball popped up to Torres. And a 1-2-3 inning for Florida State. We head to the second, still scoreless here on the First Coast. Dak as this one over to the third baseman, and a flick of the wrist from Hadley Reichert. Here's Waycaser. Swings on the first pitch as this one will be sent up into center field, and there's McCarthy.
You get a slight glimpse of that win factor again. It's
at first base today. Ross makes contact and sends it into left field, and she's got herself a base knock. And again, runner takes off. Ross is going to be at second, heading over to third base, diving in. And Florida State now with the Seminole over at third. As this one struck well. And this is see you later for a 2-run blast. First home run of the year as Weidra goes yard. Big smile on her face as she comes in, jumps on home plate. And a 2-run blast, back-to-back hits. Here's another look.
You see that ball is on the outside part of the plate, but she's so close to the line, she just throws the barrel out, and the ball's just going to go. The wind not really driving very hard. It's off and on, so that ball just goes out on a line.
Sent that one over to beach volleyball courts. 0-2 pitch, as this one will stay in the infield, diving out as Reichert just got the mitt and a top. So an infield single there, 4 hits for Florida State. Bunt laid down, Torres. That's about as picture perfect as it gets. Close play at second, though, with the tag close on. Beecham v. Benning. Takes a hop, and Woods kept it nearby, but the runners advance one. They head out to play Oregon State, Oregon, and Portland State. Swing and a miss as there's a changeup. Benning gets Beecham for the second time tonight.
That time on the field.
Vogel, this one over to third, block there as it goes to Torres off of Beecham. And that's a hard hit ball by Kelsey Vogel.
I don't know what the official stat for a hit. She bunts to move runners, but she can swing for power too. She's very versatile.
As this one gets away, and you'll have their Vogel now at second base. See if the Ospreys can chip into this lead. Reichert. This one well struck and over the glove of Hartley. Goes to the grass, and the Ospreys will make it 2-1 as Vogel comes in to play to run. Here on campus. Doesn't matter how steady your hands are. Culp lays that down for an 0-2. Is something else. The 2-2 pitch from the lefty into her glove, and they'll get the force out, trying to turn two. And Chloe Culp will make it over there to first base, but Reichert will head back to the dugout. Danley will lay down the bunt, Ross, and over to first base, covered there by Hartley.
Capture number 20, Mackenzie Woods. That's the girl.
Here comes Mackenzie Woods, the catcher. As the Ospreys advance that runner to second base.
Adjustment I think Woods would want to make here is staying in her body. She's kind of letting herself fly out a little bit and using just her arms.
Woods has Danley, the scoop, plants that foot, the throw to first. As she gets out of the inning there, 1 run, 1. Kennedy Harp, and Harp, this one is out of here. She goes deep as that one towards the track. It felt like 6 home runs now on the year for Kennedy Harp. A solo shot, she makes it 3-1.
And again, going back to that comment I just made, that ball just too much over the plate, kind of leaves it hanging in the zone. And you see it right over the heart of that middle part of the plate. So again, those little things, FSU is not going to hesitate to take advantage of that, because that's the one thing that they'll wait for and not hesitate.
And autographs here. 2-1 pitch with Barry pitching for the Ospreys. This one well struck and goes off the backhand. Kelsey Vogel there during our final volleyball game. As this one, Dak, it'll go off the wall. She'll have herself a stand-up double, and Florida State will score another run as they make it 4-1. The RBI double there for Dak.
And the trouble here, like I said earlier, that wind is such a factor. That ball started out really going towards dead center and just slices completely in the 8-9 area, and your outfield is starting going dead center, and you see McCarthy really trying to get to that ball, but the wind just carrying it.
Full count, payoff pitch, and there's a strikeout as Barry will get Wade Kaser looking with the 2-run home run. Barry, this one well struck again over to right field. There it is for Chloe Culp. As that one just on a rope to the former Knoll. Softball probably got a little sandy as well. This one, a roller to second there for Lauren Brock, and the Ospreys able to get out of the inning. But another home run for Florida State as they put 2 on the board. Last year was second team All-ACC. As she led the Noles in innings pitched. McCarthy, and she'll beat this one out. And it seemed like there for a little bit she was. Rock, this one gloved well as Danley flips it over to Ross.
So they go back to that same spot where they jammed her earlier.
Benning, and this one right into the glove of Ross. Some quick reflexes tonight by the Florida State Seminoles. Stayed in the infield earlier against Vogel. As this one popped up, McCarthy coming in and able to snag that there for the rangy center fielder.
The shortstop, number
Goes after the first pitch as it stays in the clay there for Vogel.
third base, number 42, Jason.
Back-to-back pop-ups, but right there, 4 pitches and a walk as Beecham gets on for the first time. Another big pitch from Barry, and it'll be a walk as 23 will take her base. The batter's box. Kyla Barry, as this one will be over to left field, but standing there waiting for it is McQuillan. Will start us off in the bottom of the 4th. 3-run lead for Florida State and a new pitcher. And Caravaca wasting no time as Annabelle Widra is now in the circle. Vogel on the 0-2, and she'll strike out looking.
Yeah, I think in some ways, yes, because the ball's definitely going to be breaking a lot differently.
As the Ospreys again wasting no time. It's that first pitch, and they strike there. Reichert with the base knock, so a pair of singles. Culp, is this one will hit the backstop, and the Ospreys are now second and third base.
Culp jumps out of the way of that one, but I heard a couple.
2 on for the Ospreys. Culp. This one sent over to right field, and it falls out of the glove as Dak. It falls to the ground. The Ospreys looking to plate 2, and they'll do just that to make it 4-3.
We'll definitely get another look at this one, but again, she gets a good read on it, drop steps and gets to it, and you see that ball clearly going to right. It tails and she has to drop over. It's just a hard play to make because that ball tailing so much. That wind, like I said, anything elevated, really pushing it to the right.
Driveway with the gusting winds. I'm glad I laid it sideways. This one popped up again over into right field. And the Ospreys, there's a throw, goes wide of the bag and thrown out as the coverage there by Torres, as they're able to get Chloe Culp. She was there playing second base. Caravaca came in to pitch hit. As this one, Dak, and this one is a little payback right there from number 77. The solo shot, her 6th of the year. And just like that, Meg, she gets one of those 2 runs back.
And you see that ball in the middle outside part of the plate, just able to go down and get it, but again with the wind blowing hard and out, that ball actually started out going towards the bleachers we have set up out there and ended up landing where the tents are.
That's more of, I played golf last Monday, and I saw that drive go off into the trees a few times. Not nearly that far, I don't think either.
Yeah, well, the trees are a good thing in softball, not so much for golf.
And that one, Culp with the nice play to get the out. Otherwise, a Waycaser. As this one again over into right. That swirling wind with gusts occasionally. And 2 down after the solo home run.
And one of them's a slapper. It's not something you see a ton of.
Widra earlier, the 2-run home run. This one sent up, and McCarthy charges on in. So everything went through the air. 3 flyouts. Time 8, 9, and 1 batters. as Woods. This one well struck. This one will go off the wall. She'll head to second base and have herself a leadoff double. Her first extra base hit. McCarthy lays it down. Beecham charges over and is able to get the speedy McCarthy.
Second base, number 7, Lauren Brock.
One down, and chance here for Brock to bring something in. This one over to left. Wakehazer throws, gonna take a pair of hops and thrown out there as Woods was another close play. That is back-to-back innings now, Meg, where we've seen close plays on tags, made it third and home, and the catcher.
And you see Fry knelt down. I think the argument from Jeff Conrad is where that knee is placed as the ball's coming in is it blocking the leading edge of the plate? And Jose Chaparro, very experienced official, I think giving him that feedback that it's not taking away from.
Ponick from Colorado facing Danley. Just got a piece there, slow roller. They'll flip over to first there, Brock to Caravaca.
Shortstop.
So they have three, Harp, Zach, and Widra. Torres, this ball again to second for Brock. And the Ospreys able to get two down with Beecham.
Yeah, and I think the win too has been a factor in a couple of positive instances.
Pass the glove of Ponick, and Beecham is going to get on with 2 outs. Pitch by Ponick. Over to the right side again. And an out there, and a tough spot for Hartley. So no runs come across, still 5-3. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Spinning, Caravaca and Vogel be the batters here, facing Widra. Swings on the first pitch. Over to the right side is Hartley. The flip there as you see Bueno playing first base. Her second inning over there.
That she had was that liner back in the third. If that ball got by, it would have been at least a double.
Caravaca, good coverage by Beecham to make the play. And really tonight, I'd say Caravaca might be the toughest UNF Osprey out. That's a junior who right now hitting .338. She was able to score the first run for the Ospreys tonight. That was back in the second. Torres the scoop, and the laser throw as a quick inning right. Facing the all-ACC first-team player, all-tournament team as well last year. Swing and a miss, and Edenfield goes down.
Set pretty quick in her windup and delivery.
As this one popped up, mask off for Mackenzie Woods, and plays it well there for 2 down.
Left fielder, number 1, Hallie Wakehazer.
There's Hallie Wakehazer. Now up to Ponick looking to finish off her second full. This one comes back to her. And the throw over to Caravaca for a 1-2-3 inning as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Seminoles 5.
NCAA, especially in the postseason, on like the mechanics of a check swing and what that definition is has changed.
As Reichert, but what a play! My goodness, as Torres gets up. Isa Torres.
Yeah, that's a key play, especially for the first batter, first out of the inning, because that ball was definitely going in a gap.
As this one sent way up into the sky, stays in the infield again as it finds Torres. Widra, the pitch. Beecham will call her off as it all stays in the infield there. And a big hug between Weidra and Edenfield as Florida State will notch another victory, 18th of the year for Florida State, a 5-3 final as they get 10 hits here tonight. And it's just a stacked Seminoles team as you see the numbers there. And the loss will go to Benning, just her third of the season. But Florida State clearly a top 10 team.
Absolutely, and to see both these teams coming in with similar records, and so you know the competition is there.